Democrats in the Senate, led, of course, by Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, are pushing a draft for the reconciliation package that would include $500 billion that would be collected from fossil fuel companies to pay for the emissions that they spewed out from the years 2000 to 2019. Now, Chuck Schumer, for the record, has stayed mum on whether or not he is going to include this $500 billion fine, essentially, on fossil fuel companies to pay for their emissions. But why not, right? I mean, heck, one of the big issues we're having with this reconciliation bill is, oh, gee, it's very expensive. How are we going to cover the cost? Well, if it's $3.5 trillion, we can pay for that half by putting this provision in there. The fossil fuel companies, as has been widely reported, have known about the dangers of climate change since at least the 1970s. I've actually gone through the documents for some reporting back when I was with Desmog Blog, and actually they do have documents going all the way back to the 1950s where they talk about the fact that we believe that the burning that we're doing of these fuels could possibly be changing the actual atmosphere. It's remarkable, and I know everybody says that they've known since the 1970s, but if you go through those documents, their internal documents, they've actually been concerned about this since the 50s. It was just really confirmed for them in the 70s. So either way, they have known about the dangers of fossil fuel burning. They have known what it does to this planet. And yes, it is time for them to pay us back. Because these emissions that go out there, these extreme weather events that we see as a result of climate change, they cost money. They cost lives. And yet, instead of making these industries pay for it, we're subsidizing them to the tune of, I think, direct cash subsidies is at $14 billion a year at this point. This is nuts. It's time for them to pay up. And this draft that is not yet in the reconciliation bill, but they want to get it in the reconciliation bill, but this draft would absolutely be a great start to get us where we need to be on this issue.